Hello everyone. In addition to the series of peer learning sessions, we are here with another video on the topic hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. Here are the contents which we are going to cover in this video. So first of all, let's see why hydrogen is so important. It is already known that petrol and diesel cars are bad for environment. Not only do they emit carbon and nitrogen emissions through the tailpipe, but also are derived from fossil fuels, a finite source that is close to running out. The solution so far has been electric powered vehicles. Currently, the concept of an electric vehicle revolves around a central battery pack that provides power to the electric motor. This allows energy to be generated externally and just to be stored on board. But this technology has its own drawbacks. On this note, hydrogen has huge capability to be served as a fuel of the future. No doubt, it is renewable and sustainable as it is present in abundant amounts on Earth. If it is extracted through renewable sources, then it is purely a green energy source. It has zero carbon emission, it is more efficient, lowers the dependency on fossil fuels, it requires very less space, carries high energy per unit volume. Here are some characteristics related to hydrogen that it is very reactive, so it doesn't form freely in nature. It only exists as combined with other elements. Example, water. To get hydrogen, we first need to extract hydrogen from natural occurring compounds like water. Now comes extraction of hydrogen. Hydrogen can be produced from diverse domestic resources including fossil fuels, biomass, and water electrolysis with electricity. The environmental impact and energy efficiency of hydrogen depends on how it is produced. Hydrogen producers, marketers, government agencies, and other organizations might categorize or define hydrogen according to the energy resources for its production. For example, hydrogen produced from coal may be called brown hydrogen, and hydrogen produced from natural gas or petroleum might be referred to as grey hydrogen. Brown or grey hydrogen production combined with carbon capture and storage might be referred to as blue hydrogen. The green hydrogen is the hydrogen that is produced exclusively from renewable power. Term green hydrogen is introduced, but producing it is very expensive. Although costs are coming down as new technologies comes into picture. But a number of other challenges remain, including lack of infrastructure, transport, and the fuel cells which convert hydrogen to usable energy for cars is still very expensive. Solutions are coming, investments are made in new technologies. Nowadays, hydrogen is used in several industrial processes. Among other applications, it is important to point its use as a raw material in the chemical industry and also as a reductor agent in metallurgic industry. Hydrogen is the fundamental building block for the manufacture of ammonia and hence the fertilizers and the methanol used in manufacture of many polymers. Refineries where hydrogen is used for the processing of intermediate oil products are another area of use. Hydrogen fuel is considered as a good candidate to contribute to the decarbonization of the road transport sector if it is produced renewable energy sources through the process of electrolysis. Used as domestic energy, if in addition to the generated electricity the heat is produced is also used. The process is referred to as combined heat and power (CHP). The first industry hydrogen has potential of reforming is transportation, where hydrogen can act as a direct replacement of oil and diesel and hold some advantages over electric vehicles. Hydrogen is an energy carrier. It is not an energy source itself. Hydrogen fuel must be transformed into electricity by a device called fuel cell stack. Let's see how hydrogen fuel cell works. Hydrogen draws from an onboard pressurized tank, reacts with a catalyst made of platinum. As the hydrogen passes through the catalyst, it is stripped of electrons which are forced to move along the external circuit and consequently produce an electric current. So, how hydrogen fuel cell works for a vehicle? The electric current generated from the fuel cell stack is then used by the electric motor to power the car. and leaves water vapor as the only byproduct. No doubt it gives zero carbon footprint. Here is a short video. Comparing hydrogen fuel cell vehicles with electric vehicles. Fuel cell vehicles have much faster refueling time, that is about 5 minutes, as compared to battery vehicles which take about 45 minutes. Fuel cell vehicles have 5 times better energy storage per unit volume and weight. This frees up more room in the automobile for other things like passenger space and storage space. Fuel cell vehicles allow us to go farther compared to electric vehicles, as they can extend up to heavy long haul trucking, shipping, and in aviation industry also. These are some key companies that offer hydrogen fuel cell vehicles as passenger vehicles: Honda, Toyota, Hyundai, Shell, Audi, BMW, Volvo. But their cost is around twice the cost of some entry level EVs. As per the present situation, globally the number of hydrogen fuel cell vehicles at the end of 2019 are around 18,000, but there are about 7.2 million electric cars at present in the market. But there are some challenges which we need to overcome in future to make hydrogen as the fuel of the future. Lack of fueling station infrastructure. Worldwide, there are only 407 hydrogen operational stations as of 2020, majority in Europe, followed by Asia and then North America. Building the effective and cost efficient refining capability. An effective and cost efficient technology is must for making hydrogen as a fuel cheaper. Proper methods of transporting hydrogen between the plants by the method of trucks or by underground piping system. Storage of hydrogen. There must be an efficient method of storage of hydrogen which occupies much lesser space with considering all the safety measures. The major problem with hydrogen as a fuel is that its efficiency. By the time it is manufactured, transported, distributed, and then transformed to electricity in the fuel cell, around 70% of its efficiency is lost. Our final goal is to get hydrogen for the vehicles at the price of gasoline and diesel, maintain a stable hydrogen economy for future, achieve zero carbon emission, shift our dependency from fossil fuels to eco-friendly alternatives. Thank you.